I can't say anything without first praising USC. That team is good. In my opinion, they're the most difficult team to guard that we've played up to this point. They just have someone at every position that can make a basket. Feel bad for Julian Jacobs. I think he's one of the more underrated guards in America. We watched him on film and watched what he was doing. He controls their team, runs their team, and it was a big blow for him to have to go out. But our guys stepped up and we tried to take advantage of it best we could, and I thought we did a good job with that. I'm just so proud of our team, so proud of these guys. Show the character and the courage, resiliency that they showed today.
Were you able to find out what happened to him?
No, it looked like an ankle, but I'm not sure.
It seemed like when you guys were down by 22, that you were just so animated on that bench. Maybe you just didn't see something from your guys. There was one timeout that you called them over and you just kept clapping and like just said up, as if you wanted, when the building was dead. Did you sense that they needed something to, maybe needed something from you to just get back into this?
See, I won't say we weren't right, like we didn't care. It just, I don't know if it was the emotion of the double overtime game the other night, and we were just flat. We were a step slow defensively. Now USC is good, and they will exploit you if you are a step slow, but we were a step slow on the defensive end, and then offensively, just the shots, they didn't look like they were going to go in. It wasn't like we were shooting air balls and all. It just wasn't that good touch. And thank goodness in the second half we were able to go with a group, a smaller group that played with a lot of energy that generated some offense for us and got us going. But yeah, I was trying to get us going because we were flat. Sometimes when you're flat, you don't realize you are until you watch yourself. When you ever watch yourself on film right away, you go, wow, I'm moving very fast at all.
I think they shot 2 of 9 of lay-ins in the first half. Is that somewhat indicative of what you're talking about in terms of sluggishness? Or
yeah, I think so. I think so. Noah missed some shots around the rim that he normally makes. A couple other guys missed some shots that they would normally make. Marquise did, but again, it was a different story down the stretch.
David Chris played 29 minutes tonight. Was that just matchup that you saw?
David Chris, I thought, was playing well, and so the way the game went, he was able to stay in the game and help us. He did a phenomenal job of trying to deny Jordan McLaughlin the ball down the stretch. We knew he was their main ball handler that was going to be in there, and David just showed he's in pretty good condition because he was able to keep her from catching the ball quite a bit after they had done a lot of damage to our team.
Did Jacobs going out allow you to change anything or attack them a little more?
It allowed us to be more aggressive with our pressure. He's good enough to where if you really get up and pressure him, he's going to go by you, and he's a good enough guard that if you step up, he's going to dish it off to someone else. He's very good, very good.
So I'd like to see DeJounte take over down the stretch there.
What about?
What was it like for you on the sideline to see him play the way
He
he played down the
was.
stretch?
It was great to see that. The way we were playing, pressing and trapping, and there was turnovers, it was up and down. I mean, that right there is bliss for him. It was just him going out there hooping, and there's not too many better at it than him.
You've been part of it. Ever been part of like a 2-game stretch before that had 2 games with such high emotions and finishes?
Not, yes, but not this nature. There have been games when the stakes were higher, where this is a heavyweight title fight. It seemed like one blow, another blow, and it's so much emotion down the stretch, but the game was close the entire time. It hadn't been where you're down like we were down against UCLA, come back double overtime, and then you're down 21 in the second half with not a whole lot of time left, and you come back. Never been a part of that before.
It looks like Malik can just kind of go for as long as you need him to go. But between Noah and Marquise, are you starting to see kind of a ham and egg element involved where one guy can kind of pick up if the other guy it's maybe not his day?
Yeah, it seems like they're Malik, the way he plays he's a little more solid game in and game out because he's going to defend, he's going to rebound, those type of things. And Noah and Marquise on the offensive end, even though Malik's been scoring more lately on the offensive defensive end, they can be contributors as well. But I think between those three, one or two of them, and sometimes all three of them step up.
On the last basket, was that designed for Murray and you guys were trying to get what on that front?
We're trying to get him going to the rim. That's what we're trying to do, get him going to the rim. We were in the double bonus. He had been going well. He gets a step on you, he's probably going to get in the paint and make some type of play.
And it looked like Andrew said that defensively they were trying to box in one on him. And
On a couple possessions,
Yeah.
not the entire time, but there were a couple possessions they tried to do.
Coach, in the second half, your team had 23 second chance points. What does that say about the way your offense was running?
Again, the nature of the second half, how the game was so spread out, and us penetrating and playing, very loose. There are a lot of openings for guys to go out and get the ball. But if it had been the same situation in the first half, I don't know if we'd have got those rebounds. Down the stretch, we came alive, and we started to play Husky basketball in terms of that frenetic pace and that effort. And I think that was the rebounds were a byproduct of that.
in terms of efficiency, you guys only turned the ball 11 times. You forced 21 turnovers. You guys have 15 steals. Are those the kind of numbers that you'd like to see game in and game out?
I mean, we love that. UCLA had 25 turnovers, and then 21. I wouldn't have predicted that by either team, especially USC, because they played with two ball handling guards in there quite a bit. Julian Jacobs, even in the first half when Jacobs played, they had 11 turnovers. So I just thought it just means we're active. When we're active on the defensive end, we're going to give ourselves a fighting chance.
Are you kind of surprised at all that this young team has been so resilient here, to those offered shots and then tonight being down by 22? I mean, a young team isn't supposed to do things like this.
I wouldn't say